Good morning, traders. How are we all doing today? Good morning. Good morning. How are we all doing? Good, I hope. Start sharing my screen with you guys. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. We're going to be seeing what we can do in the market today, as it is a bit oversold all the way around. So we're going to see if we can't benefit a little bit from this as it begins to go up or sell off. I did open up a couple of positions, 2 to be exact. I got SQQQ, 10 positions at 1039. I'm thinking that the overall market is going to continue to decline, as we saw this went up nearly 14% yesterday. 14%. That is just amazing. That's how much the market sold off, and that's how much we were able to benefit from. I'm hoping to get another sell-off today. Mara sold off very aggressively, this 1560 mark. I should have bought down here in the 1612, 1620, something like that. Totally didn't, missed it. Didn't even have to get on my computer till like 20 minutes ago, so at 7 o'clock. We're going to see if this goes up for the day. If it doesn't, then we may just sell, cut our losses, or average down to these new lows here. We'll see what happens. I don't really want to average down, as yesterday it did not really work out great for me. I ended up having to cut my losses. And instead of cutting my losses at like 1 or 2%, which would have been like, maybe 10 or 20 bucks, I held for about a 5% and lost about $50. So win some, lose some, but we live to trade another day. That's exactly what we're doing here. Spreading my links around, getting everything set up for our live stream. We do go live in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes we go live. We're going to see exactly what the market does. Does it continue to sell off like it has been overnight or all day yesterday? Had a nice rebound this morning. Let's see if we can go to TQQQ. Oversold right here. As you can see, it had a huge sell-off yesterday all day down into that $51 range. That would have been a great area to buy, as it is already up 8% from yesterday's close to this morning. So we're going to see if there is some type of a pullback now, as this is somewhat oversold again. It is tracking along a pretty decent downward trend line, as you can see over the last since July 10th, literally a month. It has been just slowly declining. It was down as much as 42%, now down only around 34%, but a huge decline from where it previously was. Market opens in 2 minutes. You guys are all having a great day today. Good day yesterday. Go to a 5-minute. TQQ seems to want to be pushing up, so we may have bought in too early on SQQQ, which, knowing me, that is the case. All right, links are spread around. We got a minute to spare. Very good. Okay, Mar, looks like it wants to pop just a little bit. It is in this resistance level area again. Some strong resistance right in this area. We're going to see what happens here. Clear up this chart just a little bit. That's clearly red. We're going to get rid of this one, and we're going to get rid of this one. There we go. Good morning. How are you all doing today? Welcome. Welcome to another live day trading session. All right, we are officially open. It's 9:30 and we are open. We're going to see what the market does today. If it sells off, does it begin to get into some kind of a correction period? I think it's going to sell off a little bit, to be honest. Turn down my music or my charts here. Hopefully they're not too loud. Let's see. You guys hear anything? That could be a good thing, right? Not hearing anything at all. Oh, there we go. Hopefully those sound effects aren't too loud for you. If they are, let me know in the comments and we can definitely change that and adjust it. So TQQ wants to sell off. Now here's my thought process on it. It's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up, it's gone down. Now we're in this up period. This up period isn't as much and isn't as aggressive as that 8% right there. I think this was 8%. Yeah. So 2 8%, I think it's just going to come right down. Three 8% in a row. Okay, now at the 1 hour, it's just slowly selling off. It's still below the 200-day moving average. The blue line, the 45-day exponential moving average, is declining very rapidly, very fast. Tina, good morning. Alert sound is good, not loud. Awesome. That's great to hear. That is great to hear. So I'm thinking that TQQ will pull back, which is why I invested in SQQQ. We'll see, as this will be just a very small gain of about 8% though. That's still really good, 8%. Now Mara is pushing up. Now what do I think about Mara? Well, Mara has been selling off again for quite some time, from highs at 27 to lows of 13, losing 50% of its position, 50% of its evaluation. Now since that sell-off, it has retraced up once for a 30% pretty much overnight, and then it has slowly decreased back down 13%. Now with that said, from that 13% here, starting to get like this little like M forming. Basically, do you see that? Up, down, up, down. Now we're starting to go up again. If this can go up to previous resistance levels, it's about a 14% profit from lows. And it looks like it's actually just starting to sell off. So if this can come down to previous areas and begin to show signs of progress, then we start seeing this line here start to form, right? Kind of right here. So we're going to see what happens in this area. Also, the 200-day moving average, or the green line, is going to play a major factor, whether it's going to be above it and it's going to show support, or it's going to crash below and it's going to be a sign of resistance. Okay, I'm going to move my alert up. That's starting to get a little bit annoying. Market is beginning to sell off very nicely. We're going to add 10 more to our SQQQ position at 1040, 1042.9. Now look how much this went up in one day. It went up 14% yesterday. Had a nice little sell-off last night and throughout the overnight hours. Sold off 7%. So let's see if we can get traced back up to that 8% mark. NVIDIA selling off, Intel selling off, Tesla selling off, AMD selling off. So it just makes sense that SQQQ is going to continue its progress upward. Bitcoin getting stuck at that $57, $58 level. Same with Bitcoin Cash. It's kind of just holding right here at this 330 level. Oxygen is in an area where we can buy some more shares now. Not a bad level, right? Bought up here at 130. I bought up here at 131. And then I sold at 122. Or I believe it was like maybe a $10 loss, something like that. Just for the fact that I didn't want to cut my losses. I'm going to wait for this to retrace back up. Looks like Oxygen did get some news. We're going to delete all these. I'm not sure whether they're up or down. And then when this is at 119, it's actually a really good price. I'm going to go ahead and buy 100 here at 119. Now I can buy even more down here, but see right here is where it pretty much bounced 117 to highs of 143. 117 to highs of 143. That was a 22% profit. Very fast. So there we go. I'm going to set alerts if it gets up to 130 again. 129.8. Create an alert above. And if it gets lower than what's that, like 117.5, then we'll buy some more. SQQQ not doing much at the moment. It is below that EMA line, but every time it gets below, it kind of pumps back up. It's had a nice run since July. Up 64% in 25 days. That is just fantastic. And the 5-minute looks really good, right? Looks really good. Starting to show signs of progress. That's what we want to see. What's the market telling us? It's coming down. It's overbought. I am in $200. It goes up 8%. That'll be about 16 bucks. Nothing crazy, but it is something. There it goes, starting to push up. NVIDIA is selling off. Put Microsoft on here. MSFT. Add it to the list. Yep, Microsoft is selling off. NVIDIA, Amazon would be another good one to add. AMZN. Just to showcase what's selling off. Oh yeah, Amazon had a huge sell-off, causing a ruckus. I'm back. Nice. Hello, welcome. Thanks for another visit. We are trading SQQQQ today, as it did go up nearly 14% yesterday, guys. And look at this. I bought at $9.89, 10 shares, and I sold a couple minutes later at $9.88 because I didn't believe in my trade. I didn't believe in the process and the fact that the markets were extremely overbought and they were going to be selling off. Went from $989 to $100. Oh wait. Went from $98.90 to $112. I could have made nearly $14 on a very simple trade. NVIDIA trying to retrace, still selling off though. So if we can see lower lows on all of these companies, then we can see SQQQ go back up to that $11 mark. Even if it's just for a day or so, that would be awesome. Mars not doing anything. Mars just kind of trading sideways, starting to sell off now as it's tracing off of this EMA line. Trying to get through that resistance level. I bought way too high again. I always end up buying in the middle. But all this in the middle, bought here, sold here. It was a good one. Here, I bought, and then I sold way down here at this level, guys. At 16.15, I sold 51 shares. I think I had an average of like 16 or 17.50, maybe something like that. Around 17.50 was my average to 16, so I lost $50 very easily. Should have cut my losses here or even here when I noticed it didn't start going back up and I kind of traded sideways. This would have been a good area. I just thought it was going to consolidate and then bounce back up, seeing how 16.50 was somewhat of a strong support. Then noticed that 16.06 was even stronger of a support, so I waited till 16.06 for a bounce, and actually it didn't bounce at all. It broke through. I sold. It popped back up a little bit where I sold at those levels, bounced back down. Now what I could have did was took that extra $1,000, $1,500, average down this morning. It could have went from 16.50 maybe down to like 16.25, 16.30, just enough to get out, not lose any money at all, and maybe even make a couple bucks. But that was just not the case here on this one. SQQQ, we're already up $1.40, not bad. I believe this is going to continue to ride all day, especially if Amazon and Microsoft continue to fall. Now, it looks like they do catch some momentum on this SMA line, this 200-day moving average. As you can see, it's starting to bounce off of that level. If it does bounce and start creating newer highs, we're going to have to sell our SQ position because it will start creating lower lows. Can get all the way down to 981 if it really wanted to. You can get down, I think, to like $7. Yeah, I can get down to $7 if it really wanted to. Now just think about that, guys, though. From $7 back in July 11th to 1182 in 25 days, it went up 64%. That means you could have invested $100 and made 64 bucks. You could have invested $10,000 and made 640 bucks. Looks like markets are trying to retrace now. NVIDIA is starting to go back up, bouncing off of this moving average. We'll see what happens if it does hold true to that, as the EMA is curling over, as it is extremely overbought on the MACD. It doesn't mean it necessarily has to go up just for those two reasons. I do want to play Tesla when it does come to these levels. That's a 2% profit, but on TSLL, it's 2 times leverage, so it'd actually be a 4% profit on the exact same move, creating higher returns with basically the same exact chart. I believe TQQQ is just going to sell off today. It'd be nice to get into FFIE, as FFIE went from lows of 22 cents to highs of 27 cents, creating a 22% profit. If that could somehow mimic that same process again all over, as you can see, this is extremely overbought. It has gotten down as low as 3 cents before, so be very careful. It has gone down to 3 cents before. And it looks like it's just a downward trend overall. We're not finding much support, especially right here in this area. There might be a little bit of support, but nothing too crazy. Mara is also going down, but today I don't have as much position size, only $164 instead of roughly, what was it, like $800 with 50 shares. So I'm going to decide to go just a little light today on this until it does decide to do whatever it wants to do. If I have to buy later on in the day, I can. If I need to buy before market close, I can also do that. This may trade sideways for a little while on Oxygen, but the plan with Oxygen is for it to come down to that $1 level, load up really heavily, and even if I only get up to that, 44-cent mark, that's a 20 to 30, that's a 30% profit. If we can get back up to these highs of 197, that's a 76% profit on a couple $100, literally doubling my money. So it has done it in the past. It's done it quite a few times actually since back in March. From March to here, it went up 86% in 5 days. This one here went up 87% in 21 days, and this last one that it rallied, it went up 77% in 21 days. So we're hoping that this has somewhat the same effect. Maybe 21 days, it goes up 72%. We're just loading up as we get down to these levels. Mara 1646. Let's take a look at our 30-minute chart here. Staying above that EMA. Sorry, headphone users, if that was loud. We are getting below this EMA, so here we go. We're gonna have another sell-off. Possibly that $15 level. Could even go lower to that $13 level. So be aware of that. It could also start to push up, as this could be a strong rejection area as well. A lot of volume on this candle, which was actually the very first candle. Not much happened there. It popped up briefly and then sold off, going up 4% in less than a minute. Look at the 5-minute. Haha, souls left the headphone users. Oh man, I'm sorry. I went up with my hand and like smacked the microphone onto the keyboard. AMD has a nice sell-off here. 2% possible retracement, which isn't good for my SQQQ position. Where are you at? It's not looking too bad. Could have added more. Could have put all 200 shares in and been up 20 bucks or so right now. Just going to slowly add a little bit more to it as it's starting to go up. 30 shares. Causing a Ruckus said, I did sign up for MooMoo for you. I should have my stocks in the next few days. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool. I have to check my MooMoo account and see if I was able to get any free shares with your sign up. All good. I've done that so much when I stream. What do you like to stream, Causing a Ruckus? Do you do games? Do you do stocks as well? What do you stream? We can get some more selling pressure on Amazon, Microsoft, NVIDIA, all as a whole. SQQQ is going to continue to rise. We need to be careful though with this EMA line, because this could cause it to go right back down where we started. We're in SQQQ, which means we are basically shorting the market by going long on Ultra Pro Short QQQ. We're up almost $5 on $300 position. So it is testing that EMA like so many of others of these. Now if it breaks and it starts crashing, SQQ will skyrocket. Gaming streamer. Oh, cool. What kind of games do you play? You were watching Mario yesterday too. Is that normal to watch, or do you have a reason? Well, Causing a Ruckus, I've actually been trading Mara for the last couple of months. As you can see here, back since February, I started trading Mara. even buying as high as $34 and buying as low as $14. So I've been trading Mara for quite some time. I've been doing pretty good with Mara, making anywhere from, when I first started, $10 to $20 a day, then $20 to $40 a day. And now with Mara, I can see easily $40 to $100 a day sometimes. Obviously, there's been a lot of interesting stuff that's happened over the last couple of weeks, which resulted in a huge sell-off. But even as it sells off, we're able to find opportunities to make a few bucks here and there. But yeah, Mara is one of those companies I watch pretty much every single day and trade almost literally religiously every single day. So yeah, it's something that I like to do. And have found somewhat success in doing so. Now, I do have oversold companies. I usually have about 10 to 20 oversold companies that we watch for the week, as these are also becoming oversold as I am now doing this video here. Ooh, nice big pop up here. I did buy some more at 1057. It is up to 1060, 1062. They're retracing here just a little bit. Amazon still selling off. Microsoft trying to come back up. There we go. Just hit $5 on this position. Only regret is I did not add more. That's cool. That shows all those trades. I like that feature. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, it's a cool feature where it shows where you buy, where you sell, all that cool stuff. Now, it did hit that 1068 alert. Which means we now go long on TQQQ possibly and make money on both sides. Especially as it's bouncing off of this EMA line here. So SQQQ, we're going to sell. I'm actually going to wait a minute. Let's see what happens. This could be a fake out as there is still downward direction. It's faking everyone out, creating a little bit of a bull's trap, and then it's going to just continue to fall. Amazon is a $1.7 trillion market cap, and Microsoft also nope, it looks like it's starting to go up. We're going to buy one share just to test our theory here, okay? See how low this can go. We'll buy a little more if we need to. I just think it's going to bounce off of this and come back down again. It's going to just keep crashing. Amazon, nice push up from Amazon. Amazon's a $1.72 trillion. Microsoft is a $3 trillion company. So when Microsoft moves, you know the market is going to be moving. Let's get another 10 down here at 1055. I bought at 1043 and I bought at 1057. So 1055 isn't too bad. It's actually a little lower. Okay. Microsoft testing that moving average here. If it gets rejected, it's going to come back down. Just like Amazon is already coming back down. NVIDIA is pushing up, so that's kind of holding everyone. $2.44 trillion company. So between those three, they're going to try to keep holding the market up. Okay, I'm now in both positions. I am long on the market, 1 share, and I am short on the market, 40 shares. Selling off, getting rejected. We're going to buy 10 more at 1052. We're at 50 shares, about $500 on SQQQ position. Be a nice 4% on TSLL if Tesla does begin to go up from this moving average here. It looks like it might. Just a little bit of a pump, and that would be awesome for us on TSLL. Microsoft still pushing up. SQQQ down to 1045. Pretty much down where we bought. We bought at 1039. Now this could probably push up to that $400 level, especially breaking that EMA line. Amazon pushing up. These are all pushing up. TQQQ is up. Bought at 54.53. I could have got it 54 and already been up a whole dollar. Always end up buying in the middle. Okay, Microsoft coming down, which means SQQQ should go up now. We're going to wait for confirmation before we buy some more. Now, Amazon is getting rejected by the 200-day moving average. Microsoft is not. NVIDIA also is not. It just passed its moving average. 249%. Very nice. That 2.49%, 2.66%. That'd be $26 on a $1,000 investment. So not too bad, not too crazy. Tesla pushing up a little bit here, making almost $1 on this trade. We need it to push up even more. This can push up to 8, that'd be 3%. About $6 on this one. Go ahead and look at my positions. I do have quite a few positions open. See, buying it at 1610, that would have been more realistic here, as this was a nice level of entry at 1610. Oxygen's at 117. We're going to wait for this to sell off just a little bit more. And if it does, we're going to buy more. TQQQ is up. TSLL up just slightly, not much. What am I losing the most on? Mara $2, Oxygen $2. Yeah, should have bought in at 16. Wait for that sell off. Buy at 1610, 1612. Instead of at 1653. So again, jumped the gun just a little bit. Does look like it wants to pop though. Back up from that EMA. I'm gonna buy 10 right here. Bringing my average down to 1642. And it broke. It broke its support. No, maybe not. We get a nice retracement from 318 to 331. That'd be great. Finding that low. 56,000 to 58,000. Let's do it. Buying a low from 16 to maybe even 1672, $17 like it did earlier. So we're not bad. We don't have a huge gap up here. I think we're up in like the 1750s yesterday, something like that. If it wants to continue to sell off, well, then that's okay too. As you can see, the green line here, retrace. Let me get rid of some of these yellow lines. Holy moly. There we go. Green line goes up, It's going back down. Potentially going to reverse here and go up. We shall see. TQQQ pushing up very nicely, which means my SQQQ position is down pretty low. Go down to 982. It could. Could also bounce right here. Continue to go up at 1042. Tesla TSLL is pushing up. Now beginning to see a sell-off. People taking their profits. We're going to go ahead and get out of this. Wow. Well, never mind. Maybe we wait. See what it does. Does it bounce off of these averages and push back up again? Does it not? What's the market doing? Market's pushing up. The SQQQ is going down. There we go. Pushing up nice. Let's go get another little pop here. There we go. It's back to green. 815. That's what we want to see. Want to see this push up a little bit more. Coming back down. Sub 20 shares at market. Wow. It was supposed to be $2. Should have been $2. I made $1.38. Huh. Sold at 8.12. Should have sold at 8.15. What happened? Dang market orders. Do not use market orders. Don't use them. 8.17. Wow. Okay, Mara pushing up now from those lows. SQQ getting rejected very nicely as TQQ begins to push up. Now this can begin to get rejected here. 1032, 1037 seems like a really good spot. Hitting that area of resistance here. Amazon still has room to go up. Microsoft still has room to go up. NVIDIA still has a little bit of room to go up. Direction was not in my favor today. Apparently it's all about the bulls today. It is testing the EMA line, so if it doesn't break this and it starts to go back down, we can easily see another sell-off coming. TQQQ pushing higher. Buy another 100 shares at 117. 118 now. Brings my average to 119. Oh my gosh. Could have waited 1 second and it could have got a better average. So Ocugen, I'm going to be trading going to be swing trading, right? Mara, I'm going to be holding for a little while, see if this pushes up to any considerable good point. SQQQ is selling off still as TQQQ pushes to highs. Okay, Mara pushing up from that $16 level, 16.11, 16.10. Already up 2.5%. SQQQ. Potential reversal here. Bought in at 10.30, 10.31. TQQQ getting rejected. We're going to sell one here. Lock in $1, 2% on the day for that position. Buy low, sell high. Mara's not doing much. Getting rejected on that resistance level there. After a big break. See that? It's getting rejected. Means it's just going to come right back down. Yeah. Off the books, money lifestyle. Bunch of money symbols. Heck yeah. This thing's going to continue to sell off. Look at that. It's going to come all the way back down, I think. Or it could be a fake out here. Nah, it looks like it's just going to sell off, guys. Look at the moving average. The moving average went from going way up to basically going flatline. That's just crazy. Now, huge sell-off on Bitcoin, and Mara didn't seem to move at all. How are you guys all doing today? What are you trading today? What companies are you looking at? What companies are you trying to get into? Let me know. Okay, here we go. It's starting to come back down now. We're going to see if it catches support at the EMA, and if it doesn't, then SQQQ should start to go back up. Mara's pushing up very nicely. Not even sure why. Should have waited again. Now buying down at 16 at support would have been a lot better off for me. Right? Buying down here closer during pre-market. 16.10, even 16.20, I'd be at a 20-point difference just buying at pre-market. Could have bought yesterday. Could have sold my position and bought back in. Although it isn't much higher than where it was yesterday. Amazon pushing up, bouncing off of that EMA level. Microsoft doing the same exact thing, which means SQQQ is going to continue to go down. TSLL just hit 820. 820, and I sold at 812. So I'd have made another $3 or $4 there. Now, guys, I will not be trading live tomorrow morning. I have to go to Vegas for a family doctor appointment. So I will not be live tomorrow morning. We'll be on the road. We're going to be leaving at 7 a.m. We're going to be leaving during pre-market. Doesn't mean I'm still not going to trade. I'm going to try to keep you guys up with my trade ideas and everything that we're doing throughout the day tomorrow. Even though it is a travel day for us, I'm gonna do that for you. So starting, of course, market open, I'll let you guys know what companies I'm watching or looking at or what looks promising. And then from there, I'll give you updates as to whether I add shares to a position, take shares away, get in or out. And you can check all that out on our Discord. That is the only place that I showcase that to you, is on the Discord. So these are seeing some new resistance. I had 10 more shares at 10.25. Bringing my average to 70 shares at 10.44. We get any type of retracement back up, that's a 2% for me. You're buying at the 10.25 levels, that's about a 4% for you. As this potentially sells off, now I can go all the way down to 982, and I could trap myself to where I'm averaging down instead of averaging up. Where I started averaging up here, I should have averaged, and then sold. Well, I don't think I was up by much. This could be just a fake candle too for the bears, a bear trap, as it does not have to get rejected. TSL is at 823. JNUG actually pushing up really nicely on the 5-minute. Potential 6% profit. Nice, we're seeing some rejection here. Come on, pop just a little bit for us. Doesn't seem like it wants to. Mara's at 1655, 1652. As Bitcoin seems to be somewhat trading sideways again. Very strong resistance level right there at 57,500. Testing that EMA line, seeing if it'll bounce above or if it'll go below. Wanting to retrace up, that'd be nice. Not the best position, but not the worst position. So when I'm selling, I should be buying, and when I'm buying, I should be selling. So I gotta flip this whole chart around. Don't buy up here. There is no breakout. When there's a breakout, then you buy. But because there's no breakout at 1785 and you keep buying in those areas, you're just getting rejected and you're losing money. Buy when it makes sense to buy, sell when it makes sense to sell. And if you find yourself trapped and losing money, do the exact opposite of what you would do. You would buy here? Well, don't, because this is where you'd sell. You would sell here? Well, maybe you should be buying here, right? Sometimes you have to flip it around. All right, so I'm going to keep you guys up to date with my 3 positions here. I have Mara, 20 shares, about $330. I went a little light today on Mara, up about $1.32, nothing crazy. AQGen just had a huge push up. Look at this, from 117 to 124. We're up $10 now, or 4% on our $248 position. Nothing too crazy. That is really nice. I want to take profits. I really do. I want to take profits. This thing can go up to 144 potentially, resulting in even more money. 24 to 34. That's another like $30. Although people may take some profits off the table here. All right, up 12 on that one position. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sell half of my position, lock in some profits. If it continues to go higher, great. I can lock in more profits. And if it begins to come back down, I won't lose it all by it retracing back to where I bought. Very excited to see what happens with Oxygen. SQQ potentially could bounce off of that 984 level, as it did not bounce easily off of this level here. So we will see if it goes all the way back down to 982. If we don't get a bounce within the next like minute or so, then we're just gonna probably sell this position, as it's not going according to our plan. Mara, we're just going to hold on to Mara as the EMA, the blue line, crossed over the 200-day moving average, indicating upward momentum. So until we see signs of it really selling off, we're going to hold on to this position throughout the day. And there we go, coming back down. Nice push up. Now it's coming back down. That's okay, because we could always buy more down here. We could always sell again up there. So I'm going to need a couple alerts today. I'm going to need one here above. I'm going to need one here below 175 if it does get back to those levels, which I'm sure it will later on today. SQQQ not looking so good, as the overall market seems to be bullish now. Even though when we woke up it was extremely bearish. Yeah. We're going to have to cut our losses on this one, guys. 70 shares. That's why we don't go that heavy. That's why we do not go heavy. Yeah, there's no end in sight with some of these companies. Now, I'd like to see a pullback. Maybe it gets up to 102 and it pulls back. This already broke its recent. It can get as high as 410. This one can get as high as 167. So they have room to go up. They could also come back down. They are pretty low already. I still say the market's very weak. I still think that the market's selling off. I really, really do. I strongly believe that. Even though we're getting this pump up. Look at this green line. Down. Microsoft, down. NVIDIA, down. Right? This may just be one of those early morning pumps. And then it could begin selling off very easily for the rest of the day. So where did I sell my share at? Sold at 55.72. It's up to 56.44. It's 56.50. Could have made an additional $1. $10.15. Do I dare buy more? Do I dare buy more at this level? I don't think it'd do much. I think it'd go down to like 10.40. Okay, this might be the pullback we're looking for. Amazon pulling back, Microsoft pulling back, NVIDIA pulling back. It means SQQQ should be pushing up. Sound has hit my alert quite a few times today, so we're gonna go take a look. Whoa. Sound pushed up from its EMA line. 6%, guys. Went up 6% in just a few minutes. I think that was a nice little fake out for us. Now, you definitely don't want to hold SQQQ too long. But I'm going to see what happens as it does. Everything does start to look like it's selling off. And I am going to buy 10 more shares. Bringing me down to 10.41. That's cool. Okay, 1041. It's a little high still. Definitely a little high for SQQQ. Okay, so SQQQ, 80 shares, $800 at 1041. Ocugen, I only have 100 shares now because I sold 100 at 122, locking in some profits on the day. And Mara is coming back down from highs of 1665. So if you guys want to stay up to date, click that first, or is it the second link in the description below? That'll give you access to our free Discord server, where you have access to me, other people, and my overall trade ideas. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's end the year on a green note. And I will not be live tomorrow because it is Friday. We are going on a day trip. So I will keep you up to date in the Discord server. So make sure you go over there and you get in. You get a seat in that Discord server. All right. Thanks, guys. Like always, have a good day. Have a good weekend. In the year on the green note. And we'll see you all for our Sunday night stock talk at 7 p.m. Sunday night. 7 p.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time. So whatever time it is in your area, we'll be live talking about setups, stocks, and potential trades that we'll be making for the following week. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you all in the next one.